Welcome back to Midday Live. We are here with Hannah Hickman, our evening anchor. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
That's good. So I know that you are competing in Miss Colorado in May, and your platform focuses on women's role in journalism. Can you tell me why you think it's important for women to be in the newsroom?
Yeah, so thank you for having me here today, Bruce. And I'm so excited to talk about this. It's something I'm super passionate about. It's really important and integral that we have women in newsrooms. The basis of everything we've done has been storytelling. And when we take women out of the newsrooms and we don't really have a gender equal newsroom, we're losing out on stories that people feel comfortable telling us about, whether it's women's rights, whether it's women's health, whether it's education, things like that. You know, we tend to miss out on stories that are already underrepresented. And then when we don't have women in the newsroom, we aren't able to be given access to those stories.
Right. Okay, so can you tell me some background about Miss America and Miss Colorado?
Yeah, so the Miss America organization has been around for just a little bit over 100 years. Miss Colorado has been around for about half of that. I got super interested in competing. This is my first state competition ever, but I got super interested in competing just because of the service aspect of it. The Miss America organization has 4 points on the crown: service, scholarships, style, success. So you can win a bunch of scholarship money towards education. It's a big platform that they run off of as well. Miss Colorado does the same thing since it's a prelim to Miss America. So whoever wins Miss Colorado goes to compete for Miss America in December.
Okay. So if you do win Miss Colorado, what are your goals?
My goals are to bring community together and talk about the importance of women in journalism and women in the corporate world in general. I feel like oftentimes we are looked at as not being able to do our job as well as our male counterparts, and that's simply not the case. So really, it comes down to women using their own voice, and that's been around in every aspect of every job, whether it's women in STEM, women in education, mathematics, women in newsrooms. So it's really important to highlight the success that women can bring to the table.
And what gave you the drive to compete?
Yeah, I got interested in it from a friend who's a former Miss Nevada, actually. It was something I toyed around with the idea of doing ever since I was a kid, and I was told, like, oh, don't compete in it. You haven't competed in it since you were a child, and you're not going to get far, which is not the case at all. And seeing the vast kind of landscape that women compete with, you know, we had a former Miss America who was all about STEM. And so and same with our current one right now. It's really interesting to see that you don't have to fit into one box, you don't have to fit into one mold, and you can really bring your community together and talk about things that you're passionate about.
Okay. Well, thank you, Hannah. We'll be back after the break.